You know, I think you have to. In any problem, you know this. In any complicated problem, you have to look at the details, and you have to dissect it and do some analysis. And people don't seem to have any problems telling us when they think there may be a misuse of the technology, and it's very easy to send it to us. Well, you know, first, I don't think we sought to enforce, or to enable the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. I mean, you probably know that we launched a phone, and that didn't exactly set the world on fire, no pun intended. And it was actually when there were all of these rumors when Barnes & Noble was going to launch their retail site, and people were saying that was going to be the end of Amazon. We have very strong guidance for our law enforcement customers that if they're going to use facial recognition technology in an investigation, they should only use it where you get answers that have at least a 99% confidence level, and then only as one piece of a broad set of pieces of evidence in a human investigation. And so we try to give very strong guidance and take action when we see any kind of misuse. And so I think a lot of societal good is already being done with facial recognition technology. Already you've seen hundreds of missing kids reunited with their parents and hundreds of human trafficking victims saved and all kinds of security and identity and education uses. There's a lot of good that's been done with it. And then I think the other thing to remember is that consumers and customers have a choice on where they spend their money. And when you actually dissect what Amazon is, when you look at each of the business segments, the facts are we're really small relative to the total market segment size in each of the businesses in which we operate, and they're still all in their very infant, early stages. You know, again, I don't think we know the total number of police departments that are using facial recognition technology. Simply because Amazon decides to pursue a market segment doesn't mean the customers are going to spend their money there, and so it means that we have to do an amazing job in providing a great customer experience that customers want. I think that it's been unusual that we've been able to do so in a few business segments. But customers get to choose, and it changes all the time, and we have a very small market segment share in each of the businesses in which we operate. But while we are constantly improving our algorithms, and we have a lot of internal auditing that we do and benchmarking that we do, we will continue to make it better all the time. But I also understand that it could be misused, and it's why we always say if there's any kind of documented proof of people misusing the technology, we will suspend people's ability not just to use the technology but to use AWS. We have a very large number of customers who are very demanding, appropriately, who are not shy about telling us what they'd like to see us improve in our product and in our offering. Yeah, you know, I think that if you look at the reality, some of that sounds very good, but if you look at the reality and the facts, first of all, just because Amazon chooses to enter a business segment doesn't mean we're going to be successful. So I have a feeling that if you see police departments abusing facial recognition technology, that will come out. It's not exactly kept in the dark when people feel like they've been accused wrongly. I think that, believe me, if there's some kind, we see almost everything in the media today, and I think that you can't go a month without seeing some kind of issue that somebody feels like they've been unfairly accused of something of some sort. We worry, by the way, about the civil liberties issues. If you know anything about what a lot of the senior leaders at Amazon do in their free time, they spend a lot of time on civil liberties. It's something that's very important to me and I think a lot of my peers. And, then I think if you look at some of the successful business segments that we're in our retail business we are about 1% of the world's retail business segment.